Today we have come here basically to highlight what exactly is happening here and what sort of scientific process, whether it is happening or not. Just to highlight this, we have got certain RTI information from the Waste Corporation department from Taligaon, and to give a brief of this work, that is the bioremediation work. This bioremediation work was taken up in 2019. The work order was given on 28th of November 2019 to Hindustan Waste Treatment Private Limited, and this work order is part of a bioremediation contract of legacy waste lying at 11 locations all across Goa. And 11 locations include Margaon, and Margaon comprises of 2.31 lakhs cubic meters as per the contract. Total waste was projected as 4.7 lakhs. So nearly 50% of the legacy waste is of Margaon, which is part of this contract. Second is followed by Mapsa, which is 1.77 lakh cubic meters. Now, as per the contract, this contract was for 2 years. 2 years with 5 months exclusion of monsoons. That is 15th of May to 15th of October. So, and the term for remediation was 2 years, and for disposal was 3 years. So, maximum 3 years, within 3 years, the entire work should have been completed. Now, here, what we observe is that we have been time and again saying that Sonsodo has become a hen that is laying golden eggs, and to prove this, we have gone to different departments. Now, this is as far as Waste Management Corporation is concerned. Prior to that, 2 years back, in 2017, the GSUDA had estimated this waste to be as 96,000 cubic meters. And within a period of 2 years, it became 2,31,000. I don't know from where, how it has escalated so much. And even GSUDA had published a tender, had invited tenders for bioremediation of the same legacy waste, which then was shown as 96,000 cubic meters. And there the contractors who had quoted amount of 412 to 418 rupees per cubic meter. And now the rate is 1,840 rupees. There is a huge jump in the quantity, and there is a huge jump in the price as well. The GSUDA contract was for 418 per cubic meter, and here it is 1,840. So the projected cost that time was some 5.7 crores. And now, as on today, we have obtained bills that have been already paid. 5 bills have been provided, and probably another bill was there, but it has not been cleared, so it is not furnished to us. And these 5 bills only amount to 10.70 crores. 10.70 crores has been paid to the contractor for the so-called bioremediation, which claims to have been happened here. Now, if you see the dump, our land, municipal land, was up to here. Below there is 4,500 square meters private land, which has been taken for a temporary purpose to store the RDF and all that material. And if you see this mound, there is the mound has increased like anything. So, if you work out the volume seems to be as it is here. We are not saying that nothing has gone from here. Definitely, some quantity has gone. But whether it is 1,01,000 as per the RTI, and whether it is 1,25,000 cubic meters as per what submission is given to the High Court, that we don't understand. Secondly, there are 3 components for payment. One is bioremediation. Second is disposal of RDF to cement factories. And the third component is disposal of compost and grit. So now this compost and grit, what is claimed to have been disposed, is being shown as 68,000 cubic meters. 68,000 68,579 cubic meters of compost and grit is claimed to have been disposed. Now, just for people to understand, for you to understand, what is exactly 68,000 cubic meters. Now, if you consider a international standard football field, it is the international size is 105 meters by 68 meters. So the area of this field works out to 7,140 square meters. So if this 68,000 had to be piled up there, it would attain a height of 9.6 meters, as high as a ground plus 2 building. So considering this, if you imagine where this sort of waste has been disposed, is a big mystery for us, though the bills are paid. So all these aspects suggest that this bioremediation work is nothing but to empty the government quarters, government coffers. This is the main place. And secondly, now when we have so much of waste still there, now this is just 10 crore bills that we have got. By the time the entire thing is completed, it will go up to 50 crores.
If at all.
50 crores it may cross also. But 2017, they were projecting some 5.7 crores. So see the vast difference. Secondly, bioremediation. Bioremediation is a scientific term. To what extent this bioremediation is happening, we don't know. Mr. Castellano will explain to you exactly what bioremediation is. The scientific process involved in bioremediation. Secondly, when we talk about this RDF, which is piled up here, huge quantity. If you remember, in 2020, I remember the date, 18th of September 2020, Michael Lobo, who was the Minister for Waste Management, had flatly lied, a big lie here, saying that 20 trucks per day is being taken to cement factories in Karnataka from here, whereas not a single truck had even left, not even a cycle had. It was reported by several channels also. So now, when we find such huge RDF material here, if you go and see the RDF material also, it is not purely RDF material. There is other components also mixed in it. And in the contract, it is clearly mentioned, when there is such mixed type of waste, there has to be secondary screening. Secondary screening is not happening. And probably that is the reason even cement factories will not accept this. Because nobody is going to accept mud and other material, non-combustible material in their furnaces. So that is probably there is one portion open. If you go and see, you will come to know that how much of other material is there. In the same way, the compost and the grit, what is claimed to have been disposed, very unscientifically, consists of all plastics and all other material also. So we want that proper accountability should be there in this matter. And we hope that, secondly, we have observed, even at the time of commencement of this bioremediation, the court orders were misused. Advantage had been taken of court orders. So in the same manner, now that the court has given them a deadline of 23rd of February 2023, we hope that the court order is not misused and shortcut works are done, though the money will be spent, money will be taken away by the contractor. He'll tell you exactly what bioremediation should mean.
See, I'll be very short. Bioremediation is a process by which we introduce biological organisms into our disposal waste to convert pollutants and hazardous material into permissible levels. Now here you have to use what organisms are you using, what are the pollutants, what are the hazardous, you have to do some study. We are totally blank on this. Second, he says that the volumes have not decreased. So what have you done? Have you analyzed the biomedical, the remediated waste to see what it is going? So it seems very, very dubious, very hazy. And I think I will at least work with some friends to do something about, to find a RTI and find out what is happening exactly under this bioremediation process, because this is the place where the costs go up. You know, if you're going to bioremediate, you need cost, and this is the cost which is expressed here. So this is just what I want to say.
So your good name?
Mr. Castello. Mr. Castello, I say CD signature goggle. That's why I'm affected.
Surname?
Castello.
First name?
Candid Castello.
So according to you, whatever is happening at the site is not at
Is
all a
unclear,
bioremedy.
is unclear, is hazy, and nothing is spoken about these things. When you say the volumes are not decreasing, means see, once you dispose it to permissible levels, so you can dispose the waste off easily because everything is controlled. Now there are monsoon, you are not working, there is summer, there is winter. These seasons are going to create problems in your bioremediation because these are susceptible to different temperatures. The degradation process is totally different. So then, what organisms you are using? Absolutely, we are unclear, no?
Savio, in short, tell us now why you have come here today. The purpose of addressing media today. In short, you tell us.
The main purpose of us addressing the media is to let the people know exactly how this Sonsodo is used or misused or abused for certain financial gains of whosoever it may be. This is a clear-cut thing, and that is the reason this issue is not getting solved for decades together. Because more than the commitment to resolving this issue is concerned, how much I can make, that has taken priority. That has superseded everything. So that is the reason all this RTI information we want to place before the public through the media and show exactly how much of the taxpayers' money is being misused, abused, whatever you may call it, but without seeing any concrete solution at this time.
I think the topic started in 2015. Last seven years, now we are pursuing the topic. Crores of rupees have been spent. Crores. I remember a clear bill by GSIDC. They spent 12 crores on that machine. Yeah, that was some Tata. No, that thing they 2017 it was. Now crores of rupees spent and no solution. There's something terribly wrong in this matter, or someone's clearly taking advantage of this dump and making money. It is, and making money is just our own representatives.
Yeah, that is a mistake.
They are pulling us. From 2015 we are pursuing it. Yeah? Of course, Savio doing all the job.
In 15 it was targeted, target figure was 5.7.